See what else we got. Oop, don't want to lose my thing there. The next 3 smaller boxes are from Entertainment Earth. Nope, looks like a Black Series. Oh, all right. I think this one will leave in because he has a lot going on here. But bounty hunting is a complicated profession. Don't you agree? I would like to see the baby. There it is, the Client. Doesn't even have a name. I guess does he have a name? The Client. A mysterious Imperial who keeps a low profile in a safe house on Navarro. The Client is the face behind the otherwise faceless bounty. An off-the-record assignment with a high value. Comes with this little Imperial medal. Interesting. Has a little fob, you know, so Mandalorian can track down the Cantono ice cream maker, Wilbur Hood made famous. And I think these are 2 stacks of Beskar that fit inside the Cantono. So that's pretty cool. Do I want to open this up? You know what? I think I'm going to. Because I don't think the Client is gonna be a highly sought after action figure. Just because, you know, sometimes, you know, everybody sits. I remember, like, you know, the collector world, they get so aggravated that some of the older characters from Star Wars were never created on the vintage line. There was no General Dodonna. There was none of the other generals. There was no Tarkin. There was hardly any Imperial officers, right? But I think that there was a definite mindset that if they were not a action-oriented character, that they weren't going to make them. Obi-Wan Kenobi, even though he was an old man, he had his lightsaber. He had the only lightsaber fight with Darth Vader. Now, was it like what we see in Phantom Menace, or even in the sequel trilogy, or what we're seeing even now with the TV series? No, it wasn't. But it was still pretty epic. And I think that is why he got a figure. But these other characters, you know, as adults who appreciate the artistry of action figures, okay, as adults, and I gotta get this guy, get him set up here. If I can I would really like to do this without losing these pieces. Yeah, this is definitely, yes, it's meant to be like stacks of Beskar. But, you know, now it's different. Now we deal with, you know, collecting figures is not so much to have, you know, to play adventures and have action features, but more to, it's more to be in a situation where, you know, you can have a representation in toy form of all the characters. Okay, now, of course, I need to, okay. So it looks like it just pops open like this. It doesn't look like, I do think that the pieces do open up the right way. They snap, but I don't think it's meant to be that easy. So I'm just going to take the Cantono, trying to get this in there. Let's see. Come on, get in there. Get in there. All right. Well, there we go. And close the Cantono. All right. So it's a little bit, you know, not quite film accurate, but it has the handle, which then allows you to wrap his fingers around it so he can hold the Cantono, which I think is excellent. And then the other hand, you can put the fob in. Now, if I can get this without, it doesn't see, he did not come with a weapon, interestingly enough. Of course, he wouldn't have a weapon. I wonder what the actor, I forget his name, but what the actor feels. He's not an actor, he's a director, you know. I wonder if he feels like having his likeness in, and again, this is truly likeness, right? That's so cool. Sorry that this character kind of appeared to meet his demise. Oh my God, they gave him a bald spot. Poor guy. Never see the back of his head. Does he really need a bald spot? Come on. I'm not a big fan of that. I have plenty of bald spot. I sympathize there, sir. But pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. The attention to detail, of course, amazing. And I know that's why Black Series has been very successful, or at least highly sought after, because you can do a lot more with detail. And I appreciate that. All right, next up. Moving on. Oh, I cannot believe I'm finally at the bottom. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Boba Fett. Tython from The Mandalorian. The first appearance we see of Boba Fett. And I love that. We were getting so many cool questions. What was his story? Oh my goodness. I mean, just unbelievable. All right? Just crazy stuff. But now he comes with his bandolier. Or not bandolier. He comes with his gaffy stick. He comes with his rifle. You know, I want to say kudos to all of the websites out there that were, you know, noticing all these things in such detail, because it just felt like, you know, they kind of, you know, were piecing his story together just by his costume, just by what he was wearing, you know. And let's just read what it has in the back here. Once regarded as one of the most fearsome and capable bounty hunters in the galaxy, Boba Fett seemingly met his demise in the Sarlacc pit on Tatooine. A survivor to his core, Fett lived to fight another day. So, love the book of Boba Fett. Love the character of Boba Fett. Love the evolution of the character. I don't believe a person can be the same person from beginning to end all the time. I think that there needs to be growth. There needs to be change. And I've said this before. I am not the same person I was 5 years ago when I started this channel. Okay, let alone, you know, 20 years ago. Okay, so he has like a nice way to put his thing like that. I think I'm going to just put everything behind him, like, just to kind of make it so that he's just carrying it, because it makes it easier to display him. I just want to fix his little hood here. I'm going to keep his hood up, I think. Awesome. Okay, and let's just... you know what? Sorry. Pause. I'm reversing this because it's interesting the way they had his hood. Ah! You can't see him like that. Come on, what are you doing? All right, there it goes. His hood, it was kind of like folded back or folded up, which I'm going to do because I like it better. Okay, like that, right? And then I'm going to do zoop. All right, you know what? Maybe his gaffy stick, I might actually let him hold the gaffy stick so he just so he has something. I'm always afraid, you know, with the way the plastic. I do appreciate the plastic that they use for weapons and stuff, and the hands that I can pull the grip apart, and then it automatically goes back in and then holds whatever it is you're doing. So, I'm not after your armor. I'm after my armor. I love it. I just loved it. It just opens up the story in so many ways. And it gives you more to talk about. And even when you don't like it, even when you're having debates about why that would happen or not happen, I'm more of like, oh, just have the conversation. Just don't be jerks about it. That's all. If you don't like it, fine. All right. Whoop, whoop, whoop. The Maker. It's the Maker. It's George Lucas himself. The Maker as a Stormtrooper. Okay, the gray-haired George Lucas would never fit in that armor, but that's okay, because neither would I, so I'm not judging. But I'm just saying, matter of fact. But I do appreciate that, you know, they just kind of gave him a little bit of fun. They're going to pop this George Lucas head. Now, I will say this. I'm not buying the Lucas face. I think they could have done a better job with that, maybe because they didn't get to scan him like more modern. I don't know, but it looks a little bit off. But that's nitpicking. I'd love that they did this, especially for the 50th anniversary of Lucasfilm. You do not have a 50th anniversary of Lucasfilm without a figure of the Maker in some format. Although I wouldn't mind this one. I wouldn't mind Director Lucas or flannel shirt and, you know, Ked sneakers or whatever kind of sneakers he wore. Jeans and sneakers, Lucas on a card. That would be kind of cool. I hope that they consider that. All right. So, we are at the time of the, obviously the video is being broken up, so there's going to be a lot of different things here.